This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight and William Hill. Delighted to be joined with a victorious Shane McGuigan. Chris Billam-Smith is the new WBO Cruiserweight World Champion. First question, sum up your thoughts. It must be a special night, another special night for you in this, the plethora of boxing accolades that you've got.
It's the best achievement of my coaching career, the proudest moment of my coaching, and that's no disrespect for George Groves winning the world title, for Josh Taylor being unified, Lawrence Okolie, Carl Frampton becoming two-weight world champion. But for me, no one gave Chris a hope. You know what I mean? No one gave him a hope. Turning professional, he was nagging me like mad. I used to use him as a sparring partner, and a competitive one, but one that was well tamed. To see him obviously achieve everything he's achieved up until now was always an amazing privilege and an incredibly proud moment for myself. But now to see him achieve his dream and become a world champion in front of everyone, 15,000 people at Dean Court, Vitality Stadium, at home against a former Brit, mad.
I was going to say, when you look back on your career and when it's all said and done, nights like these are the ones you really remember. You just said that it's one of the proudest moments of your career, the best moment of your career. Do you ever just sometimes look back, especially now, you look back on what you have achieved and you look back at sort of Chris and everything you've achieved and think like, these are the moments that we all live for in boxing?
It's going to be hard to top nights like this. I've had some wins in my career that have been amazing nights, and they've been tarnished with time. And I know that this relationship and this win is never going to be tarnished. So this is going to sit with me as the one. Our trips that with George Groves, right? He won his world title on May the 27th, outdoors, right? On this same day, I met Chris Billam-Smith through my assistant that arranged sparring for George Groves in 2015 in November. It's just, the stars were aligned. It just felt, and it was outdoors. Yeah, it's amazing.
I was going to say, I sort of talked to you in the week, and we said about the story with Chris Billam-Smith, who was nagging you, please train me. My last season in the amateurs, do you reckon when I turn pro you could train me? You two are so synonymous with each other. And you see this now, the work that you put in, now he holds that strap round his chest. You must just look at him, not in a son sort of type of way, that it's so incredible for you, where you look at everything you've come through in it now, it's all paid off.
Yeah, he's stuck by. We've been under stick and flack because there's a narrative that's been created against us, which isn't true. And he knows the truth, and he stayed with us. And there's been certain fighters that have left and that haven't achieved fuck all, and they've got more than enough talent. And he's persevered. So he's persevered. He's always had faith. We're not fucking We've just done our job. We've done our best for him, and we've brought a massive fight back here. He's headlined on Sky Sports the third time in a row. Eddie and Matchroom, huge thanks to them. They give Chris an opportunity to box Reactport. They then gave him an opportunity to box Craig Glover, and they backed him, but they didn't want to push him, right? And Ben Shalom and Boxer came in and said yes. I understand they didn't have the depth of fighters, so I understand the situation, but they backed him coming to Bournemouth, and it started small. It was just Chamberlain, then the next one, all right, let's roll the dice, let's go outside, let's try and sell 6,000-7,000 seats. He's just done 14,000-15,000, and then he's just won. It's amazing.
Another thing I sort of want to talk about, I know this is a very positive interview, we sort of got to talk about that 112 scorecard. I mean, bizarre. I know I have to sometimes remain unbiased, but I simply have no words for that.
Yeah, I thought I thought it could have been closer at times because, you know, like Lawrence was falling in and he was like, but he was getting some shots off, you know, and then it was like messy and awkward. And yes, he was initiating the holds and he was making it awkward. I mean, Chris Billam-Smith against Isaac Chamberlain, amazing fight. Lawrence Okolie against Isaac Chamberlain, or Chris Billam-Smith against, Lawrence Okolie versus Isaac Chamberlain, or Lawrence Okolie versus Chris Billam-Smith, ugly fights. There's a common denominator here, and that's Lawrence Okolie, right? But he's also really effective at it and he gets the wins. It's until tonight that he got dropped. He didn't feel comfortable in the clinches. He rushed his work. He wasn't jabbing. He was falling in on his left hook, falling in his right hand, looking for big shots. You know, he played in Chris's hands.
I just want to say, Shane, well done on the win tonight, and thank you for your time, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Cheers.